Bitches be bitches.
Oh.
Let's save it. Let's save it. You ready? Are you rolling?
I'm rolling.
Hi, welcome back to another episode of Case Closed. I'm here with Ms. Dee Dee. Ms. Dee Dee, what happened? You looked like you were in a good position.
I was, but one of my final three betrayed me.
Wow. So
Patrick. And low down dirty dog betrayed me. Because the other person in our final three wanted to back down from that and go with Emily. And I said, but we had a final three with Patrick. And I fought for him and told him that right before he did that to me. So now I know Patrick. I got you.
So are you hurt on a personal level?
Both, because I truly trusted him. I really, really trusted him. I never thought he was going to turn, because we made that final three in the very beginning. And then because it was me, Cecile, and Patrick. And so when Cecile was like, hey, I think me, you, and Emily could make a final three, I was like, but what about me, you, and Patrick? And she was like, oh yeah. So she wasn't even thinking about staying true to it, but I know I made that alliance, so I stayed true to it.
So, do you think he still has a chance to win, even though he made this
absolutely
move?
not.
Really?
Absolutely not.
You heard it here.
No.
So, Ms. Dee Dee, what really do you think? Do you think that he was ever going to be true to that alliance, or do you think it was just he was selling you the whole time?
He was selling me the whole time.
Really?
No, I think I believed it, but now I realize that I should not have.
So you think Patrick definitely can't win at this point? Who do you think has the best shot to
Emily,
win?
absolutely.
Really?
If they don't get Emily out, she's going to win.
What makes you think Emily?
Because that mastermind, that was 3 plays in a row she masterminded. She absolutely did it.
So are you upset with anyone other than Patrick, or is it really just Patrick?
I'm not so much upset with him. He did what he felt he needed to do, and he told me he couldn't win against me. But then why did you make a final 3 with me? You know what I mean?
That's true.
Why did you make a final 3 with me if you feel you can't win against me? You know? So, but I will learn from that.
So do you think there was a turning point in your game today where the script really flipped on you and you were kind of on the bottom? Looking back, maybe you hadn't noticed it at the time.
Mm-hmm. I think probably when Cecile came to me to make an alliance with me, her, and Emily, I should have said yes.
Really? And that was what round?
The round before this one.
Okay, so that was when James went. No.
When James was going.
Okay.
James was always the target, but she was like, hey, I think we need to work together with Emily.
Okay.
Because I was absolutely would go to final 2 with Cecile. Absolutely. And I hope Cecile pulls this out, and I will vote for her. But if it comes down to Emily versus anyone but Cecile, Emily has my vote. Absolutely.
So how do you see it playing out from here?
Emily controlling the house now, you know. I mean, she's got, Josh said, I did what I was told to do, and Laura, I did what I was told to do. and I mean, come on. Make them do something, you know. So guess who's going to go next, you know. So I'm really not upset, and I think...
I beg to differ given this interview.
What? No, I'm just... frustrated because they don't see it. Mm-hmm. You know, and honestly, I played a good game, and I think that if I was in the final, I would have a huge shot to win.
I agree.
I guess I am bitter about Patrick because I truly believed him and fought to keep the final 3 with him and Cecile. So I guess I am bitter about that. Okay. I am, Patrick.
She is.
Blue eyes. Mm-hmm. I yelled at you last time. I didn't this time, but it's coming.
So, Ms. Dee Dee, you're now going to be joining jury with a chance to cast a vote for the winner. What are you going to be looking for when you go to cast that vote?
Who made big moves, because I respect that. You know, and Emily, you know, she was honest with me and told me it was her. She could have lied and said it was all Josh, but I knew it was her. But she was honest and told me, and she respected my game and didn't feel she could beat me. So I respect that, and I will absolutely vote for her. I mean, unless somebody gives me another reason not to, but she's playing an amazing game.
Yeah, I agree. Ms. Dee Dee, if you could give yourself a spy name for the day, just kind of describe your game, what would be your code name?
Ooh, that's good. Hold on. Damn, give me a second.
Well, we have all the time to
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Yeah, Red Dawn.
And one more question. This probably should have been earlier, but it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
This is your first Big Brother, but you played several Survivors. How is it different?
Absolutely different. Completely different. With Survivor, I feel like you are part of a team. Even though if your team loses, you vote someone off, but you still function as a team to vote someone off. And this completely felt like your own game. Like you are truly, like you don't know who to trust. I absolutely trusted Cecile and Patrick. And I trusted Noah and Hans. I did. But I didn't have a final three. In fact, I tried to with Hans before Cecile, but we were interrupted and I never got to. And before I could talk to Hans again, I made the final three with those three. So I wasn't going to go. And James tried to make a final four with him, Laura, me, and Cecile, but I was like, I can't commit to that because you can't have too many, you know? So, what was your question again?
Just how it was different.
Yeah, no. And that's what I mean. It felt like I was an individual. And once they turn on you, they turn on you. Once it's not on them, and it doesn't feel that, it gets that way in Survivor, but later. You know, it feels like much more of a group effort, you know. I do like that you can find idols and immunity and that kind of thing. And here, if you get the wrong game, and like that, she backdoored me, so I had no chance to play veto.
Yeah.
You know, so that sucked. And even though Laura said, I would use the veto for you because I saved her ass, of course she didn't. You know, because she could have still used her power and she didn't.
It's true.
And when I saved her, she told me she would. So.
Some tea right at the end.
Yes.
So, Z, is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans back at home?
It was fun. I hope I get to play again. This was amazing. And burned me twice. And you're not supposed to bring past games in. And I didn't, which is why I trusted Patrick. But it's on now, bruh. So if you watch this and we play again, just know. If you don't watch this, maybe I'll string you along.
Wow. Well, this has been another episode of Case Closed. Let's give a little wave to our